Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we are reviewing the Ghostbed Signature Hybrid, a 12.5-inch hybrid mattress made of memory foam, polyfoam, pocketed coils, and a support foam base. It's also topped with a 1.5-inch quilted cover. Ghostbed's current lineup consists of 3 tiers of mattresses with foam and hybrid versions of each. The Signature line is the mid-tier option, and this hybrid version is a little more pricey than its all-foam counterpart. As a mid-tier mattress at a more budget-friendly price, is the Signature Hybrid a perfect balance of price and performance, or is this a model that cuts a few too many corners trying to keep the price lower? Let's jump into the review and find out now. Here is the performance scorecard for the Ghostbed Signature Hybrid, which is derived from our objective and data-driven tests. As you can see, it contains both highs and lows, but I was a little surprised that some of these categories didn't perform better. On the one hand, edge support, pressure relief, and company all scored in the low 9 range. On the other hand, we see sex and off-gassing scoring a 7.8 and 7.5 respectively. From there, cooling, motion transfer, and response time all scored in the low to mid 8s. Altogether, the Signature Hybrid earned an overall performance score of 8.46, which ranks it in the bottom 35% among all mattresses tested to date. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid comes in a single firmness, 6 out of 10, where 10 is the most firm. This gives the mattress a medium firm feel. Next, we're going to talk through what the Ghostbed Signature Hybrid does best. First, the mattress is comfortable with excellent pressure relief. The comfort layer of the Signature Hybrid is thicker than average, 5.5 inches, which gives the body plenty of material to sink into and achieve ideal pressure relief and comfort. Second, the price is attractive, even at the middle tier of the Ghostbed lineup. At the time of recording this video, the Signature Hybrid is $11.99 for a queen size, which is 20% less expensive than the average hybrid price. Third, the mattress offers a relatively moderate level of sinkage and low levels of bounce, which gives it a fairly balanced feel that should appeal to a wide range of sleepers. However, not all mattresses are ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Signature Hybrid. First up, the mattress has lower levels of bounce, which makes sex performance notably worse. A score of 7.8 is not a showstopper by any means, but the lack of bounce will certainly make amorous activities more strenuous and tiring. Second, the off-gassing duration was a bit longer than we like to see. At over a week, this could prove irritating if you're more sensitive to smells. Third, cool performance was good, but it certainly has room for improvement. If you live in an especially warm climate or sleep hot, this may not be the best choice. Your body weight and sleeping position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleeping positions. Support on the Ghostbed Signature Hybrid is excellent. During our test, I felt well supported in all sleeping positions. The mattress is equipped with a 7-inch support layer. This is 0.92 inches thinner than the average support layer thickness of 7.92 inches based on all of our tests to date. The mattress utilizes zonal support. The polyfoam within the core, just above the coil unit, has a reinforced layer of firmer foam in the center third of the layer. This creates more support in the middle of the mattress, which helps reduce sagging. It also helps to create a more neutral spinal alignment for many sleepers. In addition, the mattress is equipped with support foam that runs along the entire perimeter of the mattress. This extends the total surface area of the mattress that will feel supported for sleeping. Lastly, the mattress has a medium firm feel. This firmness is appropriate to the needs of most body types and sleeping positions. Based on all of my tests to date, an analysis of the materials, and my subjective experiences, I'm confident that most sleepers will find support on the Ghostbed Signature Hybrid to be excellent. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At NapLab, we test each mattress by analyzing it according to 10 different factors that impact feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have our cooling test. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allowing it to absorb body heat. Then, we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid has good cooling. During our test, I did not feel any significant level of heat retention around my body. However, it's clear there is room for improvement. The mattress is equipped with a temperature-regulating fabric and cooling fibers. However, I did not experience any notable cooling on the cover. The cover simply does not have a cool-to-the-touch feel. This cover feels similar to the cover on the less expensive Ghostbed Comfort Hybrid. Both are perfectly fine, but neither is particularly cool. This is in contrast to the Ghostbed Luxe Hybrid and Luxe Foam models, both of which do have a notable cool-to-the-touch feel on their covers. If you want a mattress with a markedly better level of cooling performance, then it would definitely be worth the upgrade. The Signature Hybrid has a simple but proven hybrid design and a thicker than average 5.5-inch comfort layer. All of that extra foam is certainly limiting breathability, which, in the absence of more advanced cooling materials, means that cooling performance is good, but not great. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 91.0 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 1.1 degrees warmer than the average of 89.9 degrees based on all of our tests to date. After getting off the mattress, the temperature declined by 5.7 degrees from minute 0 to 1, which is 1.0 degrees cooler than the average 0 to 1 minute decline of 4.7 degrees. When we consider the combination of objective data, my subjective experiences, and an analysis of the materials, I'm confident in my view that cooling is good. For the sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel that you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid has a moderate sinkage. During our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 2.23 inches. This is 0.05 inches more sinkage than the average sinkage depth of 2.18 inches based on all of our tests to date. The mattress creates a balanced body contouring hug. It uses a mix of quilted cover, memory foam, and polyfoam to create a more even and less polarizing feel. While the mattress does use a memory foam layer, it doesn't have a dramatic memory foam feel. Mattresses with more memory foam relative to other foam types can create a more dramatic sinkage, more hug, more contour, and a more enveloping feel. But that's not the case here. This is neither good nor bad, but it is a more specific feel. If you really want a dramatic memory foam feel, then this probably isn't the right choice for you. But if you prefer a more balanced feel that is neither too much nor too little with respect to sinkage, hug, and contour, then the Signature Hybrid can be a good choice. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid has a low level of motion transfer. During our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 9.34 meters per second squared. This is 8% more motion transfer than the average of 8.67 meters per second squared. The Signature Hybrid's thicker than average 5.5-inch thick comfort layer and 2-inch memory foam layer are working together to notably reduce motion and limit its transfer across the mattress. The thick foam comfort layer also greatly reduces bounce, which further helps to keep motion transfer in check. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.14 seconds. Motion drops off significantly thereafter, and by 0.58 seconds, we return to near zero levels. Overall, I'm exceedingly pleased with this level of motion. Typically, hybrids will have more motion duration, but what we measured here is more on par with the motion duration timeline of an all-foam mattress. Suffice to say, that's greatly beneficial for motion transfer, and I expect most sleepers will find this level of motion to be sufficiently low. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid is a mixed bag for material responsiveness with a very fast most recover response time and a slow fully recover response time. In our most recover test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.3 seconds, which is 0.12 seconds faster than the average of 0.42 seconds based on all of our tests to date. In our fully recovered responsiveness test, we measured a recovery speed of 1.6 seconds, which is 0.61 seconds slower than the average of 0.99 seconds. The response dynamic is really a tale of two types of materials. On the one hand, we have the coils and polyfoam in the mattress, both of which rebound back to shape effectively instantly. It's these materials that are the reason the most recovery response time is so fast. On the other hand, we have the 2-inch memory foam layer, which takes considerably longer to fully reform back to shape. The slower responsiveness speed of the memory foam slows down the mattress's total responsiveness, which in turn makes ease of movement slightly more difficult. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before rebounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid has a low level of bounce. During our test, we measured a total bounce height of 7.31 inches. This is 1.82 inches less bounce than the average of 9.13 inches based on all of our tests to date. The Signature Hybrid is equipped with a notably thicker than average 5.5-inch thick comfort layer. In addition, 2 inches of those materials are memory foam. This combination drastically reduces the level of bounce on the mattress. That lower level of bounce means that sex performance is significantly negatively impacted. In addition, ease of movement is also negatively impacted, though not nearly to the same degree as sex. All that said, bounce is a double-edged sword. While sex and ease of movement are worse, motion transfer is better due to the lower level of bounce. You want to consider which performance criteria are most important to you: sex and ease of movement, or lower motion transfer. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less slickage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid has excellent sitting edge support and excellent lying edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting sinkage compression of 3.25 inches. This is 0.75 inches less sitting sinkage than the average of 4.00 inches based on all of our tests to date. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt that support was excellent in all sleeping positions. The Signature Hybrid is equipped with an edge support foam that runs along the entire perimeter of the mattress. This edge foam is 6 inches tall and 4.75 inches wide, and it is without question having a substantial positive impact on both sitting and lying edge support. Beyond the edge support foam, we have a thicker than average total height, a thicker than average comfort layer, and high quality materials, all of which create excellent edge support. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edges are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid has fair sex performance. First up, let's talk through the positives. We had minimal noise, excellent pressure relief, and good enough cooling. Edge support also earned an excellent score. With just 3.25 inches of sitting edge sinkage, the edge is quite robust and able to extend the usable surface area of the mattress for amorous activities and sleeping alike. While the mattress doesn't perform so well with bounce, at just 7.31 inches of total bounce height, the Signature Hybrid has considerably lower bounce than average. That lower bounce has a significant negative impact on sex performance. Even so, the Signature Hybrid did earn a better sex score than the more expensive Ghostbed Luxe and Luxe Hybrid models. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyzed materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid has an excellent level of pressure relief. During our test, I felt no significant pressure points on my body. The mattress is equipped with 5.5 inches of comfort material, which is 1.31 inches more comfort material than the average comfort layer thickness of 4.19 inches based on all of our tests to date. The foam layers look and feel to be a reasonably good quality and at a quality level that is reflective of the price point. In testing Signature Hybrid, I couldn't help but compare it to the Ghostbed Luxe and Luxe Hybrid models, which we had recently tested. There is some immediate softness from the comfort layer when you first lie down on the Signature Hybrid. However, it's not as robust or comfortable as the Luxe Foam and Luxe Hybrid models. Instead, there is more pushback. While lying on my side, I felt that my body hit a bit of a wall once my weight had sunk through the topmost soft layers within the quilted cover. To be fair, it's not a bad level of pressure relief at all, but certainly in comparison to the Ghostbed Luxe Hybrid and Luxe Foam models, there was a notable difference in terms of pressure relief and overall comfort on the mattress. In our pressure mapping test, we measured a max PSI of 0.70, which is well within the range I want to see. A 2.0 psi is a high pressure point. From a pressure relief standpoint, this feels like a solid above average hybrid that's a good value for the money. When I consider our objective pressure mapping tests, material thickness, material quality, and my subjective experience on the mattress, I'm confident most sleepers will find the pressure relief to be excellent. To evaluate off-gassing, we assessed the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitored the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with a less strong smell and or a smell that dissipates more quickly are better. The Ghostbed Signature Hybrid had a strong smell upon initial unboxing. The mattress smelled for 9 days. This is 2.4 days longer than the average smell duration of 6.6 days. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of the trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, and country of origin. Ghostbed mattresses come with a 101-night trial period and a 25-year warranty. Shipping returns are both free. So, should you buy the Ghostbed Signature Hybrid? This is a tricky one to recommend. On the one hand, it has a good performance in most categories, including cooling, motion transfer, and response time. Pressure relief in particular was above average, and the mattress is ultimately quite comfortable. The edge is also extremely supportive, which improves the usable surface area for both sleep and amorous activities. On the other hand, most of these categories have room for improvement, and when you factor in the mediocre sex score and longer than average off-gassing duration, we're left with subpar overall performance. What it really boils down to is the price for what you get. While $11.99 for a queen is on the budget-friendly side, we've certainly seen many other mattresses perform better at this price point or lower. In the end, I think many sleepers can be happy with the Ghostbed Signature Hybrid, but it's certainly not the best we've tested in this price range. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Comments, questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the mattress, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.